हेलो फ्रेंड्स, केजी क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम आपको टी.एस. इलियट 1888 टू 1965 लाइफ एंड वर्क्स हेडिंग है बर्थ एंड पेरेंटेज। थॉमस स्टर्न इलियट वाज बोर्न ऑन September 26, 1888 at St. Louis, Missouri, USA. He was the youngest of the 7 children of his parents. His parents were both descended from old New England families. His paternal grandfather and had come to St. Louis from Harvard Divinity School to establish the city's first Unitarian church and then to establish and preside over Washington University. His father, Henry Ware Elliott, became president of a local industry. His mother, Charlotte Cheney Stearns, was an accomplished and educated woman. She was also a good social worker and a writer who wrote a long poem on the life of Savonarola and a biography of the father-in-law. T.S. Eliot was an American by birth, but an Englishman by adoption. He became a naturalized British subject in 1927. As such, he had the blending of the best of the American blood and the English intellect. He came to possess a many-sided personality. In 1915, he married Vivienne Wood after a brief love affair. In 1947, she died after prolonged illness. In January 1957, T.S. Eliot married Miss Valerie Fletcher, who had been his private secretary. Heading his education, Eliot had his early education in the Smith Academy in St. Louis, and he completed his preparation for college at the Milton Academy in Massachusetts. He entered Harvard in the fall of 1906, where he pursued philosophy as his major field of study. As an undergraduate, he edited and contributed poems to the Harvard Advocate. He completed his course in philosophy in 3 years and then continued to study philosophy in the graduate school with an interruption for 1 year's study at the Sorbonne. In 1914, he returned to Europe, studying first in Germany and then after the outbreak of the war at Oxford. Although he completed a doctoral thesis on the philosophy of E.H. Bradley, he never returned to Harvard for the formal acceptance of the degree. At Harvard, he had studied linguistics and humanities, German, French, and English, and comparative literature. Heading his career, Eliot did not pursue a systematic career. For a time, he was employed briefly as a teacher of various subjects at a boys' school near London, and after that at Lloyd's Bank. A physical condition prevented him from entering the U.S. Navy in 1918. From 1917 to 1999, he worked as assistant editor of The Egoist, and for that period and the years following, besides writing poetry, he supported himself by writing for magazines and periodicals, reviews, and essays, some of which have since become famous. Eliot's personal literary relation led him into the publishing business. Eventually, he became director of Faber and Faber, a position which he held till his death. He became the editor of the Criterion at its beginning in 1922, a quarterly review which influenced literary development for the period of its duration. It ceased publication at the approach of World War II. After an absence of 18 years, he returned to the USA in order to give the Charles Eliot Norton lecturer at Harvard in 1932 to 1933. He made frequent visits to his native country, lecturing and giving reading at various institutions and accepting official awards of honor. The British Order of Merit and the Nobel Prize for Literature were awarded to him in 1948, and other distinctions of international eminence followed. Having a career as a writer. Even when Eliot was a student, he had begun creative writing. Having settled down in England, he wrote the first series of his mature poems, which were published in the English periodical in 1915 to 16. He taught for a time at Highgate School and afterwards worked in London Bank. In the years following the war, he actively contributed to London literary periodicals. He founded and edited the renowned critical journal The Criterion and became a director of the publishing firm Faber and Faber. He was naturalized as a British subject in 1927, and in a volume of essays published in 1928, he laid down his point of view as a classicist in literature, royalist in politics, and Anglo-Catholic in religion. It was Ezra Pound, the famous Imagist poet, who encouraged Eliot to compose poems. He also helped him in getting book reviewing jobs. So in 1917, Eliot continued reviewing books and writing poetry. Some of his select poems were published under the title Prufrock, and other observation containing the famous poem entitled The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. The same year, Eliot was appointed assistant editor of The Egoist, a mouthpiece magazine of the Imagist in England. Prufrock and other observation brought Eliot an name and fame. He began to be hailed as a great budding poet of sophisticated observation of people, of social behavior, and of urban landscape. In 1920, his next volume, Poems 1920, was published. This established him as a poet. He began to be compared with W. B. Yeats in 1922. His long poem, The Best Land, was published. This poem invited much criticism all over Britain and America. In 1925, another famous poem entitled The Hollow Man was published. The same year, he got a job with a publishing firm, Faber and Faber, London, of which he became a director later on. After Eliot became a naturalized citizen of Britain, he declared himself to be a religious poet. In 1927, he composed Journey of the Magi. In 1930, Ariel Poems and Ash Wednesday were published. In 1932, he composed a dramatic fragment, Sine Agonistes, which was not completed. He also composed a set of courses for a pageant entitled The Rock in 1934. His first verse drama, Murder in the Cathedral, was published in 1935. The next play, entitled The Family Reunion, came out in 1939. He wrote two more plays, but only after a gap of 10 years. However, he continued writing religious poetry. In early 1940, he published his famous religious poem Four Quarters, divided into 4 sections. Eliot also got distinction as a prose writer. His critical essays appeared in the Criterion and various other magazines and journals. His famous critical work, The Use of Poetry and the Use of Criticism, appeared in 1933. His book, The Idea of a Christian Society, was published in 1939. His work, entitled Towards a Definition of Culture, was published in 1948. In 1949, he wrote the play The Cocktail Party. In 1953 appeared The Confidential Clerk, and in 1958 came out The Elder Statesman. His last name, death, heading है Eliot earned the highest honor in the literary world, both in England and in America. He visited the USA several times as a visiting professor. In 1948, he was awarded the Order of Merit and the Nobel Prize for Literature. On the death of his first wife, he married his private secretary, Miss Valerie Fletcher, in 1957. This woman nursed him to his last time. After his illness, he died on 4th January 1965 in London. He was cremated and his ashes were buried in the little village of East Caker in Somerset, from where his ancestor Andrew Eliot had migrated to America in the 17th century. Thus, a void was created in the literary world. His main works, Jeronson, Prufrock and Other Observations, 1917, The Waste Land, 1922, The Hollow Man, 1925, Ash Wednesday, 1930, Four Quartets, 1944, Sweeney Agonistes, 1927, a drama, The Rock, 1934, a drama, Murder in Cathedral, 1935, a drama, The Family Reunion, 1939, a drama, The Cocktail Party, 1949, a drama, The Confidential Clerk, 1953, a drama, The Elder Statesman, 1958, a drama, The Sacred Wood, 1928, an essay, The Idea of a Christian Society, 1939, What is a Classic, 1945, for Lancelot Andrews, 1928, The Use of Poetry and the Use of Criticism, 1933, Elizabethan Essays, 1934, After Strange Gods, 1934, Points of View, 1941. Thanks, best of luck.